So now, the other tool I use quite often, I'm going to just mention to you very easily. This is the septum right there. This is a very short on the available among the bone. For those of you able to follow my publication, I have published an article called the ABC sinus augmentation. And A means adequate bone. B means barely sufficient. C means the compromise. In this case, what do we have? It's a B, it's barely sufficient. Barely sufficient means that your bone is around the 5 to 6 millimeter available. So you can do what? You can do osteotome technique and do a simultaneous implant placement. So that's the way I will choose to do. So I'm going to do osteotome technique and do so-called the SCA sinus crystal approach kit. So we have our surgical guide, and many of you know this is the third generation of a surgical guide we create at University of Michigan. We open the area, we see the bone, and we have a guide here. And this is the before, the socket augmentation. You can always form bone without the problems. And we'll talk about this in the future when you get a chance to listen to my lectures. Now, you can even use in the zirconia drill instead of a metal drill, and you can drill in so there's no metal. So there are many new advances and technology available today. But it's very important for you to know, in this sense, you're going to use an SCA kit, you're going to drill 1 millimeter under, 1 millimeter under. Then you are using the stopper, which the kit comes with the different size of a stopper, so you can use in the next size. For example, it's 5 millimeter, you're using 5 first. Then you're using 6. So it will pop in because the reamer does not perforate Schneiderlin membranes. So it's very gentle, you can slowly move it up. When you move it up, see that's a stopper, and you can slowly go in with a reamer, and once you perforate, which what I say is not perforate, elevate Schneiderlin membranes, then you can actually check the integrity of your membranes. Then you put the bone spreaders, you're starting to put a bone graft in, and you're using the bone spreader to help you to push the bone graft into the sinus cavity. It's a very conservative, but you can go a very big. So you can see a mushroom shape means a very good sinus augmentation you perform. So you can see the mushroom all the way up. And if I follow up for the 4 weeks, you can see a beautiful one before and after. To me, that's a very conservative approach, easy, predictable. And it's based upon you using the SCA kits. It's a straightforward, it's not difficult. So to me, this is a part of an invention, a part of a tool you would like to adopt so you can use it in your office. So this is the 5 months later, when the bone is all matured, you can do your restoration. So it's straightforward, everybody can do it, it's not that difficult.